I am at home. Fear is a stranger here. I am at home. Fear is a stranger here. I am at home. Fear is a stranger here. I am at home. Fear is a stranger here. I am at home. Fear is a stranger here. Can we learn that? Can we realize that fear is not us? That it's an insane perception of an insane world? And learn to let it go? Trust the Holy Spirit's guidance? And free ourselves from what we thought was ourselves? It wasn't even us? I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. Well, thank you all so much for joining me for Lesson 160 in A Course in Miracles. We're reading from the Foundation for Inner Peace version of A Course in Miracles this year. Our lesson for Monday, June the 9th of 2025. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. And I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness from the Ozarks. Back behind me you see a bamboo teepee leaning against a cherry tree that's dying, and the Kentucky Wonder pole beans growing up it. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. Fear is a stranger to the ways of love. Identify with fear and you will be a stranger to yourself, and thus you are unknown to you. What is yourself remains as an alien to the part of you which thinks that it is real, but different from yourself. Again on that. What is yourself remains an alien to the part of you which thinks that it is real, but different from yourself. Who could be sane in such a circumstance? Who but a madman could believe he is what he is not, and judge against himself? There is a stranger in our midst who comes from an idea so foreign to the truth. He speaks a different language, looks upon a world truth does not know, and understands what truth regards as senseless. Stranger yet, he does not recognize to whom he comes, and yet maintains his home belongs to him, while he is alien now who is at home. And yet how easy it would be to say, this is my home, here I belong, and I will not leave because a madman says I must. What reason is there for not saying this? What could the reason be except that you had asked this stranger in to take your place and let you be a stranger to yourself? No one would let himself be dispossessed so needlessly unless he thought there were another home more suited to his tastes. Who is the stranger? Is it fear, or you who are unsuited to the home which God provided for his Son? Is fear his own, created in his likeness? Is it fear that love completes and is completed by? There is no home can shelter love and fear. They cannot coexist. If you are real, then fear must be illusion. And if fear is real, then you do not exist at all. How simply then the question is resolved. Who fears has but denied himself and said, I am the stranger here, and so I leave my home to one more like me than myself, and give him all I thought belonged to me. Now is he exiled of necessity, not knowing who he is, uncertain of all things but this, that he is not himself, and that his home has been denied to him. What does he search for now? What can he find? A stranger to himself can find no home wherever he may look, for he has made return impossible. His way is lost, except a miracle will search him out and show him that he is no stranger now. The miracle will come, for in his home his self remains. It asks no stranger in, and took no alien thought to be itself. and it will call its own unto itself in recognition of what is its own. Who is the stranger? Is he not the one yourself calls not? You are unable now to recognize this stranger in your midst, for you have given him your rightful place. Yet is yourself as certain of its own as God is of his Son. He cannot be confused about creation. He is sure of what belongs to him. No stranger can be interposed between his knowledge and his Son's reality. He does not know of strangers. He is certain of his Son. God's certainty suffices. Whom he knows to be his Son belongs to where he has set his Son forever. Whom he knows to be his Son belongs where he has set his Son forever. He has answered you who ask, who is the stranger? Hear his voice assure you quietly and sure that you are not a stranger to your Father, nor is your Creator stranger made to you. Whom God has joined, remain forever one, at home in him, no stranger to himself. Today we offer thanks that Christ has come to search the world for what belongs to him. His vision sees no strangers, but beholds his own and joyously unites with them. They see him as a stranger, for they do not recognize themselves. Yet as they give him welcome, they remember. And he leads them gently home again where they belong. Not one does Christ forget, not one he fails to give you to remember, that your home may be complete and perfect as it was established. He has not forgotten you, but you will not remember him until you look on all as he does. You'll not remember God until you look on everyone with the same love that he does. Who denies his brother is denying God, and thus refusing to accept the gift of sight, by which his self is clearly recognized, his home remembered, and salvation come. I am at home. So let's recognize that we're at home wherever we are in God, as God created us. And that fear, when it comes up, is not you. Isn't that? There should be a freedom in that. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. Learn to laugh at fear thoughts and let them go. Okay, we're in chapter 17, Forgiveness and the Holy Relationship in our text. Ready for Roman numeral 5, the healed relationship. The holy relationship is the expression of the holy instant in living in this world. The holy relationship is the expression of the holy instant in living in this world. Like everything about salvation, the holy instant is a special device witnessed to by its results. The holy instant never fails. The experience of it is always felt, yet without expression it is not remembered. The holy relationship is a constant reminder of the experience in which the relationship became what it is. And as the unholy relationship is a continuing hymn of hate in praise of its maker, so is the holy relationship a happy song of praise to the Redeemer of relationships. 2. The holy relationship, a major step toward the perception of the real world, is learned. It is the old unholy relationship transformed and seen anew. The holy relationship is a phenomenal teaching accomplishment in all its aspects. As it begins, develops, and becomes accomplished, it represents the reversal of the unholy relationship. Be comforted in this. The only difficult phase is the beginning. For here the goal of the relationship is abruptly shifted to the exact opposite of what it was. This is the first result of offering the relationship to the Holy Spirit to use for His purposes. 3. This invitation is accepted immediately, and the Holy Spirit wastes no time in introducing the practical results of asking Him to enter. At once his goal replaces yours. This is accomplished very rapidly, but it makes the relationship seem disturbed, disjunctive, and even quite distressing. The reason is quite clear. For the relationship as it is out of line with its own goal and clearly unsuited to the purpose that has been accepted for it. In its unholy condition, your goal was all that seemed to give it meaning. Now it seems to make no sense. Many relationships have been broken off at this point, and the pursuit of the old goal reestablished in another relationship. For once the unholy relationship has accepted the goal of holiness, it can never again be what it was. 4. The temptation of the ego becomes extremely intense with this shift in goals, for the relationship has not yet been changed sufficiently to make its former goal completely without attraction, and its structure is, in quotes, threatened by the recognition of its inappropriateness for meeting its new purpose. The conflict between the goal and the structure of the relationship is so apparent that they cannot coexist. Yet now the goal will not be changed. Set firmly in the unholy relationship, there is no course except to change the relationship to fit the goal. Until this happy solution is seen and accepted as the only way out of the conflict, the relationship may seem to be severely strained. And what is this again? The goal will not be changed. Set firmly in the unholy relationship, there is no course except to change the relationship to fit the goal of holiness. Until this happy solution is seen and accepted as the only way out of the conflict, the relationship may seem to be severely strained. 5. It would not be kinder to shift the goal more slowly, for the contrast would be obscured and the ego given time to reinterpret each slow step according to its liking. Only a radical shift in purpose could induce a complete change of mind about what the whole relationship is for. As this change develops and is finally accomplished, it grows increasingly beneficent and joyous. But at the beginning, the situation is experienced as very precarious. A relationship undertaken by two individuals for their unholy purpose suddenly has holiness for its goal. As these two contemplate their relationship from the point of view of this new purpose, they are inevitably appalled. Their perception of the relationship may even become quite disorganized, and yet the former organization of their perception no longer serves the purpose they have agreed to meet. 6. This is the time for faith. Yet let this goal be set for you. This is the time for faith. You let this goal be set for you. That was an act of faith. Do not abandon faith now that the rewards of faith are being introduced. If you believe the Holy Spirit was there to accept the relationship, why would you now not still believe that He is there to purify what He has taken under His guidance? Have faith in your brother in what but seems to be a trying time. The goal is set, and your relationship has sanity as its purpose. Have faith in your brother. The goal is set, and your relationship has sanity as its purpose. For now you find yourself in an insane relationship, recognized as such in the light of its goal. 7. Now the ego counsels thus: substitute for this another relationship to which your former goal was quite appropriate. You can escape from your distress only by getting rid of your brother or your sister. You need not part entirely if you choose not to do so, but you must exclude major areas of fantasy from your brother to save your sanity. Hear not this now. That's the ego's counsel. Hear not this now. Have faith in Him who answered you. Have faith in the Holy Spirit that He's going to direct you. Keep giving everything to Him. He heard. Has He not been very explicit in His answer? You are not now wholly insane. Can you deny what he has given you? A most explicit statement. Can you deny that he has given you a most explicit statement? Now he asks for faith a little longer, even in bewilderment. For this will go, and you will see the justification of your faith emerge to bring you shining conviction. Abandon him not now, nor your brother. This relationship has been reborn as holy. 8. Accept with gladness what you do not understand, and let it be explained to you as you perceive its purpose work in it to make it holy. You will find many opportunities to blame your brother for the, in quotes, failure of your relationship, for it will seem at times to have no purpose. A sense of aimlessness will come to haunt you, and to remind you of all the ways you once sought for satisfaction and thought you found it. Forget not now the misery you really found, and do not breathe life into your failing ego, for your relationship has not been disrupted, it has been saved. The reversal, it's turning around. What you thought was stability was really an upside-down way of thinking, and it's now being changed. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. Let it go. Turn around. 9. You are very new in the ways of salvation and think you have lost your way. Your way is lost, but think not this is loss. In your newness, remember that you and your brother have started again together. And take his hand to walk together along a road far more familiar than you now believe. Is it not certain that you will remember a goal unchanged throughout eternity? For you have chosen but the goal of God, from which your true intent was never absent. 10. Throughout the sonship is the song of freedom heard, in joyous echo of your choice. You have joined with many in the holy instant, and they have joined with you. Think not your choice will leave you comfortless, for God himself has blessed your holy relationship. Join in his blessing, and withhold not yours upon it. Make sure you bless your brothers and sisters, because God's blessing you. For all it needs now is your blessing, that you may see that in it rests salvation. Condemn salvation not, for it has come to you, and welcome it together. For it has come to join you and your brother together in a relationship in which all the sonship is together blessed. 11. You undertook together to invite the Holy Spirit into your relationship. He could not have entered otherwise. Although you may have made many mistakes since then, you have also made enormous efforts to help him do his work. And he has not been lacking in appreciation for all you have done for him, nor does he see the mistakes at all. This is what the Holy Spirit's saying, that he appreciates all your efforts. And he does not see the mistakes at all. Have you been similarly grateful to your brother? Have you been acting towards your brother the way the Holy Spirit acts towards you? Have you consistently appreciated the good efforts and overlooked the mistakes? we should hang out with that sentence a while. Have we consistently appreciated the good efforts in our brothers and sisters and overlooked the mistakes? That's what we need to do for our freedom. Or has your appreciation flickered and grown dim in what seemed to be the light of the mistakes? Perhaps you are now entering upon a campaign to blame him for the discomfort of the situation in which you find yourself. And by this lack of thanks and gratitude, you make yourself unable to express the holy instant, and thus lose sight of it. 12. The experience of an instant, however compelling it may be, is easily forgotten if you allow time to close over it. It must be kept shining and gracious in your awareness of time, but not concealed within it. The instant remains, but where are you? To give thanks to your brother is to appreciate the holy instant, and thus enable its results to be accepted and shared. To attack your brother is not to lose the instant, but to make it powerless in its effects. 13. So enter into those holy instants where you don't attack, and you allow the Holy Spirit to change your mind, to where you can realize that fear's the stranger, that you're at home. You're in the holy instant. No attack needed. Paragraph 13. You have received the holy instant, but you have established a condition in which you cannot use it. As a result, you do not realize that it is with you still. And by cutting yourself off from its expression, you have denied yourself its benefits. You reinforce this every time you attack your brother, for the attack must blind you to yourself. And it is impossible to deny yourself and to recognize what has been given and received by you. 14. You and your brother stand together in the holy presence of truth itself. Here is the goal together with you. You and your brother stand together in the holy presence of truth itself. Here is the goal together with you. Think you not the goal itself will gladly arrange the means for its accomplishment? It is just this discrepancy between the purpose that has been accepted and the means as they stand now, which seems to make you suffer, but which makes heaven glad. In heaven, if heaven were outside you, you could not share in its gladness. Yet because it is within, the gladness too is yours. You are joined in purpose, but remain still separate and divided on the means. Yet the goal is fixed, firm and unalterable, and the means will surely fall in place because the goal is sure. And you will share the gladness of the sonship that it is so. And our last paragraph 15, finish this section. As you begin to recognize and accept the gifts you have so freely given to your brother, you will also accept the effects of the holy instant and use them to correct all your mistakes and free you from their results. And learning this, you will have also learned how to realize or how to release all the sonship and offer it in gladness and thanksgiving to Him who gave you your release and who would extend it through you. Let's read that last paragraph once again. As you begin to recognize and accept the gifts you have so freely given to your brother, you will also accept the effects of the holy instant and use them to correct all your mistakes and free you from their results. In other words, you don't need to figure out, just go into that holy instant and open your mind and allow the Holy Spirit to change you. Let Him set the record straight that fear is the stranger here and that you're at home. As you begin to recognize and accept the gifts you have so freely given to your brother, you will accept the effects of the holy instant and use them to correct all your mistakes and free you from their results. And learning this, you will have also learned how to release all the sonship and offer it in gladness and thanksgiving to Him who gave you your release and who would extend it through you. I am at home. Fear is a stranger here. Be sure to do your 2 longer practice periods, morning and evening, and your hourly remembrance and thanksgiving. Okay, let's see what's going on around the world. Holidays and observances. It's the Hajj pilgrimage is the last day of it, which is also, I think, is what they call the Eid al-Adha, which is the remembrance of Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son. Anyway, Islamic holidays, major holidays. Whit Monday for you Christians, many Christians. Coral Triangle Day, which basically remember to, kind of like Oceans Day, remember to protect the oceans. Coral Triangle Day. Donald Duck Day and Writers' Rights Day. And out of edible landscaping, we've got another currant, and it's the Missouri currant, also known as the Crandall American black currant. In the spring, crandall is a massive array of yellow trumpet-shaped flowers, a most striking ornamental found in the best gardens in Europe. Swallowtail butterflies flock to the blooms, also called clove currant and Missouri currant. The unique taste of this shiny black fruit is pleasant. Height 4 to 5 foot, and it's a native. Space 5-foot circles, zones 4 through 7. And our word for peace today is from the Haitian Creole. They're on the island of Hispaniola. And, you know, it shares it with the Dominican Republic on the east, and on the west is Haiti. And their word for peace is Lapè, if I'm pronouncing it right. Lapè. Okay, well, let's close with our song. Was there anything else I wanted to tell you about that Caribbean island? It seemed like there was. It's amazing if you look down from a satellite image. You go on Google Earth and look at it. Dominican Republic is all treed, and Haiti is all basically desert. And I think that's just would call it a political decision, of protecting the environment in Dominican Republic and not having any regulations on it. Maybe poverty comes to play in that. Could be several things, but it is a unique observation. I am at home, there is a stranger here. I am at home, there is a stranger here. Identify with fear and you will be a stranger to yourself. If you are real, then fear must be illusion. And if fear is real, then you do not exist at all. Who fears has but denied himself and said, I am the stranger, I am the stranger here. You will not remember God until you look on all as He does. You will not remember God until you look on all as He does. Who denies his brother is denying God, and thus refusing to accept the gift of sight, by which his self is clearly recognized, his home remembered, and salvation come. I am at home, fear is a stranger here. I am at home, fear is the stranger here. And remember, don't deny your brother. Don't let fear tell you that you can't love your neighbor as yourself. Go beyond the fear. It's not you. You're at home. You're the love being that God created. In order to remember God, remember that you will not remember God until you look on all as He does. You got to look with love on everyone, just like God looks on love with you. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. And from our Haitian brothers in Haitian Creole, Lapè. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. Lapè.